So today I thought I would do a makeup video while I'm getting ready to take some content. So literally, yeah, I thought I would film it because I'm trying to be a content queen, literally. Okay, so let me get all the promo stuff out of the way. So around my head I've got our DB Edges scarf, and that is just, it comes in our Bonnet set, and yeah, I just love it for when I'm doing my makeup. And the only time I don't actually use it is when I'm filming reels and TikToks. Like if I'm just doing my makeup on a quick thing and not filming a video, I always wear it because it just helps protect my lace for my wigs. And yeah, I wear it at night as well, wrap it around my bonnet and stuff like that. So yeah, this mirror honestly is one of the best things I've ever come out with, and people don't even understand how sick this is. It is perfect, it's the perfect size. It literally fits your whole face in it, and yeah, I'm just absolutely in love with this mirror. So we sell this in black and in white. Honestly, this is not even because it's my brand, but you need one of these. It also comes, don't even watch this because this has been in my makeup box and it's full of makeup, but it comes with our satin pouch, and you literally just put it in like this, so that when you're carrying it around with you, it doesn't get scratched and stuff. And it's honestly just a godsend. I love this mirror. So obviously I'm going to be using DB Cosmetics lashes and DB Cosmetics lip gloss, but when we get to that stage I will talk you through it and show you all that stuff. When I thought of actually doing this video, I was thinking, what am I going to talk about? Like, this is like so not awkward, but awkward. I've actually got something to talk about for once in my life. So yeah, I'm quite excited to talk to you guys about it. Okay, so let me get all my stuff out and then we'll get into the video. I swear down, am I the only one that runs out of all my makeup at the same time? Like, it's just so frustrating. Okay, so basically what I wanted to talk about is Doll Baby. Of course, DBTRACK is coming back. My first DBTRACK drop went really well and I was really happy, but behind the scenes, oh, you don't even understand, I had so many issues. I had issues with my supplier, I had issues with the product, I had issues with the samples. Like, it took a whole year just to get to the point where I even had the tracksuits in hand. Yeah, it was stress. Working with suppliers that are not from the UK is a actual ball ache because the communication is rubbish, and then it's like you spend all this money and if things go wrong, there's no like kind of security for me and my business because it's abroad. And like the way you pay them, like for example, the way I pay my supplier is through things like Western Union, WeTransfer and all that kind of stuff. So it's like, if they send me some shit quality products, which is exactly what happened, yeah, I can't really do anything because number one, when you pay for them things, it says it's not for businesses, so you're taking a risk anyway. And number two, they're in another country, so they have different laws and stuff, and it's just, yeah, it's very stressful. It can be cash loss, and yeah, I was just quite disheartened. I mean, I was happy with the support that you guys gave me for my DBTRACK doc. Like, it was amazing, and I was so happy that you guys loved it as much as you did and stuff like that. But I was disheartened for myself because I spent a lot of money on the tracksuits and samples. Like, I spent over £1,000 just on samples because the communication was so bad. They kept getting it wrong, and I was like, I cannot bulk buy until this sample comes back 100% perfect, so I can say, right, this is exactly what I need. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, it was just, honestly, it was an actual fucking headache. So on top of that, then when the tracksuits came, tell me why, when the tracksuits came and I asked my manufacturer, okay, cool, the tracksuits have come, this, that and the other. Bearing in mind I hadn't looked through them, so I've taken them out and I've taken one of each colour out just to have a look at it, and visually they were fine. They were missing logos and stuff like that, which I wanted on them, but you guys wouldn't know that, only I would know that because I designed it. So I was like, okay, cool. But only when I actually started to open them up and I wanted to make a size chart. So I said to my manufacturer, can you please tell me the exact sizes? Because basically I gave them a size chart, but then as we were sampling, as I was getting sent samples, it was like things were coming coming back wrong or whatever, so it'd be changes that I would like say to them, okay, can we take an inch off here and add an inch on here and this, that and other. So the size chart kind of was void. But as a manufacturer, I'm thinking you would know what sizes you did, because you would have had to write them down, because every size should have been the same, right? No. So I also had that issue where they wouldn't give me the sizing, obviously, because they didn't have it. And then when I've now sized everything up and measured and everything, this medium is not the same as this medium, this small is not the same as this small, and this large is not the same as this large. So now I'm even more stressed, because I'm like, oh my days, the sizing is all off. Like, not every single one was different, but none of them were the same. Some of them were like centimeters away from each other, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I can't sell half these tracksuits. So as time's going on, like, I'm stressing out, and then I realised that not only are the sizing different, but a lot of my tracksuits have come with stains on them as well. Guys, you don't even fucking understand. I hit the fucking sky. I went fucking mental at my suppliers, like mental, because I'm like, what the fuck? I've spent over £1,000 with you just in samples. So now I'm bulk buying. I'm not even gonna tell you how much I spent, yeah, for it to come back like this. Shipping costs more than, well, I'm not gonna say more because of the quantity that I bought, but shipping was so expensive, like so expensive. And to be fair, it was during the pandemic, and I understood that, so I took that cost on and was just like, okay, cool, you know what, I do want these tracksuits, the shipping cost is this, cool, whatever. But not when I need to put this hair up or put in a clip or something, because it's really annoying me. Give me a sec, I'll be back. Yeah, shipping prices, I think I was saying about shipping prices. Yeah, shipping prices were just ridiculous, and I tried to bargain with them. We bargained a little bit, but what I got off was literally less than 1%. But it's money, do you know what I mean? And then yeah, when I came, the tracksuit had stains on them, and it was just like, right, so I'm missing logos. Things I've told you to do on a tracksuit you haven't done, and you've done it another way. Like, for example, the label that I got in my sample was not the same as the label that I got when I received the tracksuit. Some of the labels were wonky, and it was just like, there's a lot of tracksuits that I literally had to discard because I'm not selling them. Like, I'm so sorry. Other brands might, you know, other people might have said, you know, that was a waste, like you should have, but there's a certain standard that my brand has. I'm trying to keep that standard up, so there's no way that I'm going to sell something that I wouldn't be happy if I received it, do you know what I mean? And then that just looks bad on my brand. So I'd rather take the L and miss out on the money, do you know what I mean? But it was just a lot of stress. And then it was a thing where I've got DMs and emails and all sorts of people asking me, oh, like, DBTRACK sold out so quickly. And to be fair, it did sell out really quickly. Like, certain sizes went really quick, which I was so happy for, like, don't get it twisted. But it was just really disheartening, because it was like, bro, I had so much more to offer. Like, I'm so sorry that you can't even get it, because I just physically can't tell you some of these tracksuits. Like, some of the tracksuits had thread coming out of it, and I'm just like, what the hell is going on here? Like, am I being stitched up? Like, what the fuck? So then I went and tried to find a new supplier. But if you have a business, or you've ever tried to, like, start a business or find a supplier for anything, you know that this shit takes time. Like, it took me a year just to get from that to that with that company. So I went absolutely mental on the company. Yeah, I even started threatening them with lawsuits. Like, I don't know why I did that, because yeah, but I just thought, you know what, I have to do something, do you know what I mean? So then they were like, oh, we'll give you like we'll give you some free sets with your next order. I'm thinking, next order? Are you bluffing? Like, I ain't coming back here. You must be mad. Anyway, time went on. I was trying to find a new vendor, and it was just like, they're asking for all these money for samples and stuff like that, and I would never just go in blindly and just order from a company just because, like, no. I would definitely need samples, and samples is just so expensive. And I was just like, personally, I'm not actually prepared to pay for any more samples right now. Like, you know, when you're just in that, I was in that mindset, and I was just like, listen, I ain't paying nobody for no more samples. Like, this has actually pissed me off. I've paid so much money in samples, and like, it still turned out wrong. Like, this is just ridiculous kind of thing. So still going back and forth with my company, and in my head I was never going to use them again. Then it come to a point where I was just like, you know what, I don't know why, but I just had the feeling to just message the old company again and just explain to them that, listen, I'm gonna give you guys one more chance. Like, honestly, you guys are getting one more chance out of me, because I do want to bring my tracksuits back. I'm saying to them, listen, like, yes, we've had our issues in the past or whatever, I'm giving you guys one more chance to redeem yourself. And this is me taking a risk and trying to prosper, literally. Because that's my motto in life, take risk and prosper in it. So this is literally me. Sorry guys, hold on. Sorry, I can't like focus on this part of the eyebrows and talk. I tried and it wasn't banging. So once I've done this part, I'll be back explaining what I was explaining. That was literally me taking a risk and prospering, because yeah, I clearly outlined everything that I needed, and I just had to ask God what to do. I had to ask God what to do, if it was right that I go back to them and give them another chance, or if I just leave DBTRACK for the rest of this year whilst trying to work on finding a new manufacturer. So obviously I also got some feedback from people who bought DBTRACK in regards to the materials and stuff like that, and everyone loved it. I think people would, everyone loved it, and that made me so happy. I feel like everyone loving it made me so happy, because there was just so many issues, and I was really disheartened. I didn't even want to talk about it to anyone. Like, when anyone asked me how it was, I was just like, yeah, it went really well. Didn't want to talk about it to anyone. I don't even like explaining to people about my business anyway, because I feel like people don't need to be in my business, and that's why I don't really talk to people about my business and what's going on behind the scenes. Like, if people ask me how my business is going, I'm always saying it's great. It could be going really shit, it could be going tits up. I'm gonna tell you it's going amazing, and yeah, everything's lit around it. Do you know what I mean? Evil eyes real. And yeah, I also feel like certain experiences I go through now, like, once they're over, I don't mind talking about them. I just feel like while I'm going through them, I don't really need people's input and whatever they feel like is going to help or not help or whatever. Like, I just, yeah. But yeah, this is like a learning curve for me and for other people. So anyway, yeah, I got some feedback on DBTRACK, and some people were saying that what do you call it, the material, like, it would have been so much better if the material was stretchy, and the sizing was a little bit off, and yeah, there was just some feedback that I got, which with the sizing, I definitely knew, like, not in the sense of it was completely off, but it was just like, that medium weren't the same as that medium, weren't the same as that medium. There was centimeters difference, and it was just, I tried to take all the like proper bad ones out, the ones that had stitching coming off the logo and all that. I did take all of them out, because if I kept them as well and showed you guys would have been like, rah, you got bumped, because I really did. But all the ones that I thought were still in sellable condition, I kept, and that was still quite a few. But like, compared to the number that I ordered, having to take out like, let's say 40% of the tracksuits and having to literally dash them, that's money coming out my pocket, number one, I'm not going to get back. I could have been that kind of person and just sold them, but I just didn't want that attached to my brand, and I just feel like that wouldn't have been fair on you guys, because I don't even offer refunds back on my store. So that would not have been fair on you guys, for you guys to receive a product like that, and that is not being attached to my name. Anything I put my name on, there's a level and a standard that I'm upholding, do you know what I mean? So yeah, I had that problem, and yeah, it was just, I forgot where I was even going with what I was saying. yeah, I've completely forgotten where I was going with the point that I was talking about. That's what I was saying. Sorry, I've remembered. Yeah, so I got some feedback from the people who bought DBTRACK or whatever, and yeah, I was talking to God and I was just like to him, so what's my next step like with DBTRACK? Because it's like, what do? I've spent so much money with this company. I don't want to have to go through this again with another company because I'm going to lose my fucking mind. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, God, where do I go from here? Do I take another chance on this business and go with them again and just be really assertive with them and just let them know that, listen, I'm not actually going through this again? So God, from what I got from the conversations that I had with God in the universe, was to just take risk and prosper. So I did, but this time I was so prepared, as in I took the old tracksuit, well, I took my size tracksuit to the dry cleaners and got them to do a size up for me, so I knew exactly the measurements, and I just sent it to them and I said, this needs to be followed to a T. Yeah, they measured every part of that tracksuit, parts that I wouldn't even think you'd measure, they measured, so everything should be uniform. Everything should be the same. Obviously there was logos on the tracksuit that were missing, so I made sure that I had highlighted that this logo needs to be here, this logo needs to be here, this, that and the other. And material wise, we changed the material up, so we've got new and improved material. So we've got a stretchier material and a more durable material, because that's another thing. When I first started designing, I didn't really know much about materials. I knew that kind of look of the material that I was trying to sorry, that I was trying to go for, and I showed my manufacturer some pictures, and then they basically told me the material that I should use. But then I did my own research on material, and now I told them the material that I want them to use. So yeah, that is it. I'm very optimistic, I can't even lie. I feel like this is gonna be fine this time. I feel like the first time was a big learning curve for me. Sorry guys, I'm on training. Let me just say thank you to this lady, even though I haven't heard a word that she said. Oh god, if my manager calls me and asks me anything, I'm going to be fucked. I don't know, I didn't hear anything, oh my days. Anyway, I'm very I have faith. I generally do. I'm not actually anxious or skeptical at all. I feel like the way I've spoke to them this time and I've gone through everything, like word for word, made sure that every single thing is covered. If they mess this up, there's going to be a different type of, like, if they mess this up for me, honestly, obviously I'm going to have to take the L, which I will, but there's going to be a different type of dealings. Like, I'm going to actually find the legal route that I can take, because it was actually be ridiculous. And then on top of that, I got 3 sets. They're giving me some free sets, so yeah. So we've got new colors coming out. So the first drop was nude, white and black, and even the white, it wasn't supposed to be white, it was supposed to be grey. They messed that up, but I just rolled with it, because when they sent me the picture of the white one, I was like, why is it white? I said grey, and then she was like, oh, like it's already been made, but I was like, I said grey. But then I looked at the white and it actually looked really nice, so I was like, okay, we can keep the white. I just want my tracksuits. It's going to delay it another 2 weeks. I can't deal. I need my tracksuit. So I just rolled with it. So this time we've got grey, khaki and navy coming out. And yeah, I'm so gassed. I'm so excited for them to come and to show you guys and everything. It's been a long process, girls. It's been a long process, honestly. I've even had problems with them. Like, I actually just got told off. 9 to 5, it's just funding and paying my bills. I'm trying to build my business. That's what I really want to do in life. So if I'm not fully engaged, I'm sorry, but I'm not putting my 100% into someone else's dream. But that's for another conversation. I don't even know what I was talking about now. That just completely threw me off. What's that clicking, Stephen? Anyway, yeah, so we're in the middle. Well, we're not in the middle. Everything's been like paid for and everything, and estimated time of arrival is 3 weeks, and today it is, where's the date? Today is the 14th of October. So estimated time of arrival for me, I'm gonna say, is the 14th of November, because I'm just always gonna give that extra week. You never know what happens with shipping and stuff like that. And even that's what I was saying, even they was having issues with shipping, because basically I changed the material, and that's not a material that they stock in their warehouse. It has to be outsourced. So there was just problems with that, and getting that to their warehouse from another manufacturer, which is why it took so long for me to even get to the point of being able to say, oh, DBTRACK's coming back. So yeah, it's been stressful. I mean, it's a good stressful, because I'm so excited for the new colours, and this is going to be the last time for a while. I'm not discontinuing it altogether, but it's going to be the last time for a while that this style of tracksuit comes out. So the style of tracksuit is like a cropped tracksuit, and yeah, this is going to be the last time that it comes out for a while, because I've just got so many other designs and stuff that I want to bring out. So yeah, that is the spit on the DBTRACK for now. Any updates that I get, I will let you guys know, but for now I'm saying the ETA is the 14th of November, and literally the minute they land is the minute that I'm gonna release them. They take 10 days from the day that they're shipped from my supplier. They take within 10 days to get to me. So yeah, fingers, toes and everything crossed, hopefully they're here by then. And yeah, but I do, even though I feel like these tracksuits are going to be fine, I do want to find a new supplier, just because if something like this does ever happen again, I want to be able to go to my other supplier and you know, be able to just be like, yeah, boom, I need this, boom, boom. So yeah, I'm working on that as well. It's just like, I get a vibe of people, and to be fair, I did get a good vibe of this company, and they really blindsided me. So now I'm really skeptical when it comes to like looking at other companies. Anyway, let me go wet my beauty blenders. I'll be back. I really would love to know how people do their makeup and talk. Like, I can do one or the other. Like, I don't think I could, well, I mean right now, but all I'm doing right now is dabbing, so I feel like, yeah, I can control this. But how do people do their makeup and talk? It just blows my whole mind, because I just get so distracted, and because I talk with my hands, like I'm like this type of person, like when my hands are just occupied, it just doesn't feel right when I'm talking. I mean, that's literally how I feel. But yeah, so that is the spill with DBTRACK. You guys are actually, well, it's not that you're the first to know, because I'm about to tell Instagram, but yeah, I've said it here first, but this video will be out after, so even though you're the first to know, you're not the first to know. But yeah, that's a thing. Follow our Instagram and our TikTok, which will be on the screen. I'm gonna put it here. And also, what do you call it, also, what am I talking about? I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Subscribe, like, comment, and all that stuff on our YouTube channel. Also, I hope you've been enjoying the content that I've been putting out for y'all on Instagram and on TikTok and even on YouTube. I've been really trying. I've been struggling. I've been really struggling. Previously, not now. I feel like I've totally got out of the stage that I was in, and I'm back. I'm motivated, and yeah, I'm back. But I've really struggled with being motivated to like do business the way I wanted to do it, because I just couldn't find my style. It's like I'm looking at other people and I'm trying to like adapt things that they do into my business because I see it works for them, and it's just like I'm not being myself. And my best friend told me that, and my brother told me that. They were like, you're not being yourself, and that's why it's probably not working for you, because you're not being yourself. And I was trying to be too professional, and I was just trying to do things that are not really me. And I feel like now I've completely come out of that and I'm being myself, I feel like I'm getting the best results out of everything. So shout out my best friend and my brother for being real and honest with me, because that's all I can ask for literally in life, is people to be real and honest with me. Because sometimes when you're going through things, you don't see the full picture yourself, because you're the one that's going through it. But outsiders looking in can always see something different, and I'm that person. I'm that outsider that looks into my friends and my family's life, and I see something different, and I expect the same from them. And yeah, we just have that relationship where we can be real honest with each other, which I love. And I appreciate both of them for, and my mum, but she's not on the social media stuff, so unless I show her something to do with my business, she's not really involved in it like that. Like, she'll look at my website and she'll be like, oh, this is nice, like you dropped this or whatever, you changed this and whatnot. But yeah, she's not on social media at all, so she doesn't really see what I do around that front. But yeah, my best friend and my brother are my absolute rocks, and yeah, they've really helped me just with this whole motivation thing and just trying to find my style of business. Like, I've been in business for 2 years, and because I haven't been consistent, because I haven't found my style, and it's just felt really forced me. I'm not on social media myself. Like, I deleted all my social media, so I don't have social media myself, and I just find it really hard to keep up with social media because I just don't enjoy being on there. I enjoy meme pages and stuff like that, but I don't enjoy actually being on social media. I feel like it's real toxic and it's just not for me. And yeah, so I find it really hard to try and keep up with all this stuff when it's just not really me. But now I found my style of, you know, just my business and stuff like that, I feel so much better. I feel like I can actually do what I want to do and get out the message that I want to get out. And yeah, I'm feeling really positive recently, just about life and my business and everything. And I just can't wait for you guys to see what kind of stuff that I've got in store for DB, because yeah, I've got big plans. I've got real big plans, and yeah, it's all gonna come together. I have a lot of faith and trust in myself that I can make it happen. Obviously, even though I've been in business 2 years, I've taken so many breaks that my business hasn't grown to where it could have if I was consistent within them 2 years. And I've realised that consistency really is key. Like, everyone screams it, and it's like, I don't think people understand how important being consistent is. Like, I would come and like be consistent for like a couple days and then fuck off for like a couple weeks, months even, and then come back and expect people to be buying from my business, and it's like, they don't fucking trust you. Like, and oh my god, my camera is flashing again. Jesus, these cameras just actually want to come and kill me. Guys, I'm gonna go change the battery, give me a second. This is just the worst thing as well, because I'm like I'm just gonna wait for it to die, but I'm the type of person that doesn't remember what I'm saying. So like, me having to like stop every 5 minutes is really annoying. But yeah, I've got another battery charging, so it's the only reason why I'm chill. I just literally have to take that out, put that one on charge, pop this one in, and get it done. But yeah, what was I saying? I don't even fucking remember now. See what I mean? Don't even fucking remember. I was literally talking like 2 seconds ago. What was I talking about? I don't know, but I think I was saying now I found my style of social media, and I know what I'm doing, and just being consistent. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Sorry. How are people meant to trust me and my business if I'm coming and going as I please, and coming and being, you know, consistent and whatever, and then not posting anything for a couple months, well, a couple weeks, months, whatever, and then expecting people to, number one, know who I am, number two, follow me and stay engaged with my post when I'm just not consistent. And I was very much an enabler. I've been through a whole life transformation, a whole personal transformation, and it's been amazing. I can't lie, I feel very good right now. I feel probably the best that I felt in a long time, like a long time. I've been dealing with depression, and like depression really takes over your life and you don't really realize until you get out of it. And it's a subject that I'm really heavy on, and I really want to speak more on, but it's just about, yeah, I'm not really at that stage yet where I'm ready to fully open up and, you know, talk about myself and my issues and stuff like that. But hopefully I'll get there one day, because I feel like so many people go through it, and I feel like it will be really good to speak about it. But yeah, I'm just a very private person, and I've learned that as well through my whole awakening, and I don't think I'm ready to talk about it yet, because as much as I'm saying I'm out of it, I'm getting out of it. I'm not like at that stage where I'm like I'm out of it. So yeah, not ready to talk about that fully yet, but I can say that I've been through it a couple times in my life, and yeah, shit's crazy. Like that stuff there, unless you actually like suffer with it or have suffered with it, you will never understand how tough it is to actually be depressed. Like, and I feel like the depression word gets thrown around so much, like that people are desensitized to the idea that it's actually a thing. So when people, okay, we're back to that, is real close. Let's come out a little bit. Okay, battery change, we're back. What was I saying? Yeah, I feel like people are mad desensitized to the fact that depression is actually a thing, and I feel like when people say that they're depressed, it's one of them things like, oh, everyone's depressed. And I do understand that in a sense, because I do feel like that word is thrown around, and people will be saying they're depressed just because they're not feeling good. Do you know what I mean? And that is not what depression is. Like, depression is so much deeper than that, so much deeper than just not feeling good. Depression is real, and it's hard, and especially when you're going through it, it's really tough. So yeah, and I kind of do also just want people to be mindful when they are saying they're depressed, because not every time you feel shit is depression. It really shouldn't be thrown around, because number one, if you're not depressed, you really don't want to be depressed, and number two, it kind of deflects from people that are really depressed. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, that's not cute. Sometimes I feel like people hear the word depressed and it's just like, oh, another one, literally, and that is not the case at all. So yeah, I don't even know how the chat got onto that. I don't know how we ended up talking about depression, honestly. That was not the plan, but it's part of my life and it's part of life, and I feel like people need to hear different viewpoints and stuff on it, and especially coming from someone who has been depressed. I mean, I think I've got all the relevant you know, qualifications to be able to talk about it. I'm looking at life differently. Life has just been really different and good for me recently, and I've come off social media. I've taken out all the things in life that I felt were a block, or that I felt just weren't sitting right with my spirit and my soul. I've detached myself from everyone. It's always the feds, like, or an ambulance. Like, if it's an ambulance, then I hope that person is okay, but if it's the feds, like, why? Yeah, I've just taken time to just strip back and just be me, and just tune into what's my purpose. What do I really want to do in life? What do I enjoy? What do I not enjoy? What do I need to do to make me a better person? I'm 24 in a couple months. I've always had this feeling I haven't achieved much in my life. When I've achieved loads, but I'm really hard on myself, and I feel like I haven't achieved what I'm supposed to. And I feel like social media was a big reason for that, because I'm looking around seeing everyone achieved all this stuff, and then I haven't achieved what I wanted to achieve, and it's just like, well, do you know what I mean? I don't feel like that anymore at all. All I'm focused on, all I care about is myself and my life and my journey, and making sure I'm straight, and obviously the people around me, but I come first. I'm the main character in my life, and I come first in my life, and that's just that. Do you know what I mean? But one thing I would say is, if you're in a kind of state where you just don't feel good, you don't feel yourself, you don't feel, you know, take some time out. It's okay. Like, take some time out. It's not a problem, and if people don't understand that, and they're not willing to support you for your change, then get rid of them. My best friend, shout out Lily, because she is so supportive, and like even when I'm feeling shit or whatever, I'll talk to her about it, and like her support just, it just means so much to me. And I feel like having someone like that in your life where you just feel so comfortable, there's no judgment, there's nothing, like you just feel so comfortable telling them everything, talking to them about everything, that is so important. I know I can talk to my brother about anything, I know I can talk to my mum about anything, and my mum is my other rock. Yeah, I talk to my mum about, I say 90% of things, because there's certain things that I just don't want to tell her, just because I don't want her to be disappointed in me or whatever. But other than that, I tell my mum even more than 90. I tell my mum 97% of things. Do you know what I mean? Lily is always there for anything I need her to do for me, anything I need from her, want from her. She's always there to just support me, and I just feel like her support just means everything. And bitch, I know you're watching this, and I love you. Love you, Sharon. Public service announcement. I love you guys. Literally. Look, I'm getting emotional. Stop it. I'm actually getting emotional. I need to allow it.
Let's go on the beach. Gotta bring that outside.